We're here in the Black Forest in southwest Germany. But wait, weren't we just in Norway? Let me recap the last few days and how we actually got here.
If you're new here, we're Ben and Shelley and we travel full time, often in a whole range of vehicles. We just finished a quick 2 weeks tripping through Scandinavia to visit my cousin before jumping in our converted car and driving over to Europe. With nothing on the calendar besides 10 nights at a villa in Spain, the continent is our oyster. So join us as we see some of the highlights and tick off some personal bucket list destinations across Europe. We left from Surrey in the UK and made our way straight to the ferry port in Dover, which would take us across the Channel to France.
I see England, I see France, I see Benji's underpants.
Hey, Ben from the future here. So before we left, we actually got dealt a pretty rough hand. Turns out we actually have a hole in our condenser. And to get that fixed, the garage wanted £900 to do so. But no, that's not all. When the garage gave us the car back, they also told us our clutch was pretty much shot and that we need a whole clutch replacement. And that £900 was now looking at about £2,500. No! So we went home, we stressed out, we spoke to Shelley's dad, and after describing the car, he assured us that the car would actually be still fine to drive for a while yet. So we decided it was definitely just worth the risk to drive anyway. There's no point chucking $2,500 at a car that's already on the way out anyway. And the car was still safe to drive and actually driving really well. So it was just going to be an uncomfortably hot ride at times. But we've driven the length of Western Australia in the summer with no aircon. So I think we can manage a bit of Europe. So that was on the Wednesday. On the Thursday we booked our ferry tickets, and on the Friday we drove to the ferry at 6 o'clock in the morning. So let's pick up from there.
Sitting in the parked car, there were some awful noises and it was proper shaking down here as we pulled into port. About an hour late, there's some sort of strikes on today, but we went and had some lunch on the ferry instead, so it was fine. Oh, we're both just a bit nervous. We have both individually driven on the other side of the road.
Because we're in a British car on the other side of the road.
I should be the driver here. I drove all the way to the ferry this morning. Ben's going to drive us.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But, yeah, we're just a bit nervous.
Apprehensive.
Obviously, we can't see much out the back of the car. And you can't shoulder check. But we know we don't have a bad blind spot in this car. It's just been a bit of a mission getting here with all the car problems, and yeah, I think our anxiety is just a bit up here. We kind of just decided yesterday, okay, let's go to France today. Booked last minute very pretty cheap. I think this was like £74.
It was cheap.
Yeah, just sitting here waiting for a truck to go, surrounded by big trucks and don't really know what to expect. Hopefully border control is smooth. I'm also nervous because we now have to abide by the Schengen rules, which means you can only have 90 days in every rolling 180 days, and we don't have any return. So yeah, I'm a bit dubious about being pulled up without a return, because whenever we've gone to a country like that, when you went to New Zealand, we just booked you a refundable flight, but these aren't refundable because we're not sure if we're going to come back via this port or another port, or if we're going to come back at all, if the car's just going to carp it. We've got backpacks packed in case the car carts it. We just jerk ourselves into a backpack and start travelling that way, so...
Hop on a plane.
Yeah, honestly, I think that might be why we're a bit dubious talking it through.
Yeah.
Oh well, there you go. Real life therapy session, just it. Yeah. Okay, Sandstrom. It's a one-way system, that's helpful. That's not the side we want to be on. This is the side. Yeah, the birds. Still concentrating very hard.
Very hard, yeah.
We got out, there was no more border control. All the border control checks are on the other side. Yeah, alright, now we'll find a stop in about an hour, and for now it's just getting used to driving on the wrong side of the road in Anohoga. Bye.
Once we got the hang of driving on the wrong side of the road, our first stop was Lille, to get out and have a stretch and explore the town.
I like this one, beer, fries, waffles.
By the time we got to Belgium, we really felt like things were on the up, and we were getting used to the driving, we were finally in Europe, and the stresses of the last couple of weeks were washing away. From here, we continued on to Namur in Belgium to stop for dinner and another explore.
Picked up some quick tacos. Breakfast in England.
Lunch in France.
Dinner in Belgium. Check out our view. Nice. And there's a nice walk down through the park, down to the town, so we're going to head there tonight. There's this awesome Colosseum-looking stadium thing behind me. There's a triathlon on this weekend, so it's very, very busy up here. So we parked on top of the hill and I walked down the hill into town. Looks like a lovely, lovely evening. We've been to a few of these running events with my parents. There's normally freebies, so we tried to get a Red Bull or something and nada today. But it would be really cool without all this stuff up here. So I'll have to check that one out another time. There's a cool restaurant on the other side and let's go enjoy a nighttime stroll. Look how fancy that restaurant is. That is view. Oh, and this light. Bye. Almost peaceful, and then the revving of the cars.
Utes.
Catch you later, mate. Old castle walk up there, and there's a cable car that goes right from the top down to in town somewhere. But what a beautiful view over the river. You should learn what it's called.
It's a cute town.
Yeah, what do you reckon the river's called?
No idea. That's trying to be funny.
By the time we got to Belgium, we really felt like things were on the up. We were finally in Europe and the stresses of the last couple of weeks were washing away.
We're down by the river. It's the River Meuse. We've learned. I'm Googled. It's lovely.
Nice evening.
It's way more peaceful down by the river than all the hooligans up on the road.
Definitely walked the long way around, but it was lovely.
We did. We walked a long way, but
I got lost.
it's taking us along the river, which is really nice. It's a beautiful evening. This is actually like a super cute little city. We've walked all the way around the waterfront. Yeah, it's so nice. The evening, it obviously helps. There's a perfect evening. And yeah, it's lovely. Definitely keen to explore it a little bit more.
Oh, nice castle just there.
And outside castle near it, I thought. Well, that's a treat. You got the gist.
That night, as the sun went down, we drove on to find a quiet spot to camp for the night. It was finally starting to feel like we were really back into the van life swing of things, and we were only getting started.
Welcome to the cutest town in Belgium called Dinant, home of Adolphe Sax.
Bunch of saxophones all up on the bridge. And it's so beautiful. Check out all the saxophones. They're all been like donated in artworks from all different countries. Oh, such a nice place. We found all the tourists. Can you see how steep that is? There is a cable car, goes there, but oh my god, those stairs are intense. I think we might just drive up there. We looked up there this morning. You won't catch me going up those stairs.
No, I need that thigh workout. Also at town, there's all musical motifs for the saxophone, because this is where it was invented. Hello.
Can you play?
I wish I could play. It's the one instrument I wish I could just pick up and play. I guess I was a settle for being a sick guitarist instead.
Being the home of the saxophone, they had a tiny little museum built in the house where Mr. Sax himself grew up. It's only small, but it tells the history of the instrument.
So we came up. This is the Leth Brewery and Museum where it all started, Leth Beer.
And this is the building that the picture on left is.
Yeah, the logo is based on the Abbey here. We're going to go in, but it seems like it's booked out for a private wedding. I wonder what they're drinking.
Beautiful location though, and nice view over the town.
Lovely location. Yeah, beautiful view over town. But I think we'll have to carry on, hit the road. Which isn't a shame really, because it's so beautiful around here.
We spent a quick afternoon in Luxembourg to tick off a new country for me, and then into Germany.
We've made it to our next country, Luxembourg!
It's a new one for me.
Yes, Ben is trying to catch up to, I've almost doubled the amount of countries he's been to. I've been here for a weekend once with my cousin, like 8-9 years ago. It's a beautiful little town.
It's so nice.
You can see down there's like a river that goes around the old town and, whoop, big cars again.
Someone driving a Lambo.
well, it's bright blue. But what's cool is a lot of the old city wall is still preserved, so you can do a walk along around half all the way around the city and yeah, enjoy it from above, and then there's a few lifts that take you down, so we'll bring you along for the ride.
In Luxembourg, they actually speak 3 languages: French, German, and Luxembourgish. We weren't taught that one at school. To get down from the city walls, you can either take stairs, or what's more fun is the glass elevator.
Wow, look at the boat! Is it gonna go under?
I guess so. It's a huge canal here. So we've literally just crossed the border into Germany again.
We didn't mean to go this way.
We ducked back into France for a cheeky toll road. And we're back in Germany, as we planned to be. And we're by a huge lake. There's a massive boat. We're going to go check it out.
Yeah, it looks like they're about to
go through. It's pretty cool. The size of this boat is huge. From Turkey. It's a giant lock.
Turns out the whole lock process is actually pretty long, and we were the youngest people there by about 4 decades. Didn't fancy seemingly waiting around until we reached that age. So now we've made it to our actual destination, we can actually properly explore what this area of Germany has to offer. It's been on both of our bucket lists for such a long time. We talked about it forever. And yeah, we want to see all the mountains, the lakes, the deep forests that surrounds me now. And yeah, then hopefully we're going to cross over into Italy and check out the Dolomites, because I know that's been on Shelley's bucket list for years. So yeah, follow along, and yeah, let's see how this road trip takes us. Join us next week as we drive the famous B500 route through Germany, also known as the Black Forest Road. This incredibly scenic trip winds through the deep forests, culminating at Lake Constance on the borders of Switzerland, Austria, Germany, and Liechtenstein.
Look at how windy this road is. Whee!